Oh hi! I haven't seen all y'all for a really long time now, maybe even for like a year. Well, I'm super excited. How about you? Well, today I'll be teaching you how to make your drum sound great. Now the first step in having great sounding drums is to tune them correctly. Here, I'll tell you how I tune my drums. For my snare head, I tighten the batter head very tightly. Yeah, now it has a very snappy snare sound. Here. Very nice, great sounding drum. Now, for my toms, I also tuned them very tightly, so that they have a nice tom sound, a bright, high tom sound. So I tuned them very high. Here. Now, you hear that this big tom doesn't have a very high sound, even though I tuned the drum very high. Well, that's obviously because it's a big drum. Now, the heads I'm using here are the Remo Coated Parrot Stroke 3 on the snare, Remo Weather King Pinstripe on the toms. Now, when I first got these drum heads, I thought they were like the nicest heads you could get, if you remember from our first workshop. But now, I regret buying them because these tom heads are so very unversatile and you can't play anything other than rock on them. Now the snare head is alright, although it doesn't have a very bright cutting sound to it. I'd rather have a Remo controlled sound snare on my snare. That would give it a very nice sound. Now, Remo is a great company, but I hate to tell you, Remo, you really screwed up on these pinstripes. They're terrible. I can't even begin to describe how terrible they are. They're just for ignorant little kids who don't even know how to tune drums. They just put them on their Fisher-Price drum set and just go like, and they think they're so cool with their flippy hair and their orange skinny jeans, drumming away with their double bass pedals they don't even know how to use. It just pisses me off. Another thing I hate is those Asian smartasses on YouTube who are just like, okay, so I tuned this drum to A. I tuned this drum to C. I tuned this drum to E. And I tuned this drum to high A. Now everyone knows that a good sounding bass drum requires as many pillows as you can possibly stuff into that hole. Now I have one blanket and 2 pillows in my bass drum. This sounds quite fantabulous, I must say. Here, let me go get some more. There. Amazing. Now let's check how the sounds. So let me set this right here. Okay. Sounds great. I realize I've never actually shown you my symbols. So, today, I'll show you my symbols. This one is a Meinl HCS 14-inch hi-hat. Here's the bottom one. I'm actually very satisfied with this hi-hat, considering its price of about $50. This one right here, Sabian XS20 medium thin crash, 16-inch / 41 centimeters. I must say I'm actually quite disappointed with the symbol. I paid about $125 and I only got about $60 worth of sound from it. This one is a most amazing little guy. Again, a Meinl. It's a jeez. It's a jeez. HCS 12-inch China. I'm extremely satisfied with this little guy. I use it as a ride so many times I don't even use my real ride. Alright, this one is one I got quite recently. It's a Zildjian K ride, 20 centimeters. Oh, this one cost me about $200, except I was so heartbroken since it's such a trashy symbol. I mean, I was hoping for a very nice ride symbol, so that's all my symbols. Of course, everyone knows that good sounding drums won't make you a good drummer, but they'll make you sound good. I've been very influenced by a most spectacular drummer by the name of Travis Barker. He's the drummer from Blink-182, you might know.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, dirt, twat. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt,
Oh, he's such a kindly young man, and he just inspires me to do all sorts of things on the drums. I mean, he's kind of a king to me in my heart. You know, he said once in an interview, a good drummer doesn't have to have a very good sounding drum set, but if he does, it'll make him sound better. And it just spoke to my heart, because well, I'm not a very good drummer, but I don't have a very good drum set. But he says that maybe I can get a new drum set and be a good drummer. He's such a great young man. So many tattoos, and Oh, it's amazing the things he can do. So proud of my son.
Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. Hey, this next song is about falling in love.
What's it about? I don't know.